let's circle back, or the that is still culture. Calling us ethnic is like calling the sun ethnic or calling the ocean niche. When I was younger and I was living in Belgium, a lot of people said that my kurtas or some of my tops were ethnic, and that word didn't bother me as much back then. I understood that context because if I went to a country like Finland or Belgium where white people dominated, of course I'm ethnic to them and they are ethnic to me. But then I realized I never called them ethnic. I know it just means that you come from a specific culture, but I realized that melanated people never use that word in that sense. Now that I'm living in America, this distinction especially matters to me because this is a country of immigrants. Immigrants from India, from Asia, other parts of Asia, and also Europe. Like this country is currently kind of dominated by European immigrants. But the more I like wear normal kurtas or just something with a flower print and something with a brighter color, and the more I hear the word ethnic, it's kind of been pissing me off lately. So I'm gonna talk about why. Hi and welcome to another episode of Notes from a Desi Girl. My name is Manasi, or as the French would like to say, Manazi. I was at Safeway the other day. It was a very sunny day. It was kind of cold actually, so I wouldn't expect a lot of people to wear shorts because why? But somehow, in the middle of nowhere in a parking lot, almost everyone was wearing short shorts, and there were just a lot of people with barely any clothes on because they wanted to soak up the sun on every inch of their skin. I was like, wow, that's great. Couldn't be me, but that's great. Y'all really love the sun, huh? And I realized I come from India. I come from a tropical country. The sun is not news to me, it's just always been there. Like I grew up in it. I don't much like it in the afternoons. I only like it in the mornings and the evenings. That made me realize so many people abroad, especially white people, are so in love with the sun even when it's kind of harsh and in the afternoon. I was like, yeah, but the sun has always been here. It's been here for billions of years. It'll be here for billions of years after we are gone. What is so special about it that you need to soak it up on every inch of your skin? And I realized that that kind of abundance is not what they've known with the sun, especially in colder countries in the north where half of the days are cloudy. And I related that to the abundance that we have with melanated people in this world. Like melanated people are everywhere, especially in Asia and South Asia. Like we are not only present in Asia and South Asia, we're also present now in America. So calling us ethnic with that kind of an abundance that we come in is a little derogatory to me now. Earlier this word didn't bother me, but now it just sounds like, huh. So you think that there is one standard issue way to live, one non cultural way to live, and then there is a cultural way to live, and that is called ethnic. Like, what do you mean my kurta is ethnic? This is what billions of people wear every single day. It's not that special. Like, slap a yellow color and some flower print on something, and suddenly it's ethnic. I think that is the part that is not sitting right with me. Every community has a bit of a culture, but I think the way this world works, white people's culture is rebranded as not culture but as basic, like the beige walls and the minimalist furniture and the let's circle back, or the that is still culture. But somehow we just regard it as basic, and everything else is not different on a horizontal scale, it's different on a vertical hierarchical scale, like a pyramid. It's really weird. If you go to India, I mean, maybe you have, maybe you live there, maybe you come from there. Everything in India is loud and colorful. Everyone is loud. All aunties are loud. People's opinions are loud. There's spices in everything. There's loud colors everywhere in a very beautiful way, of course. And you're like, this is just normal. Like, that is just culture is just the default. And since there's so many Indians and like Asians in this world, what we do should not be the default, but it should be like widely known. It should not be something like niche. Imagine calling the ocean niche. It's everywhere, it's vast. I don't like it. It's not okay because in most places, in most parts of the world, people have lived with culture that has been overflowing in the way we talk or eat, or the food we make, or the dresses we wear. If anything, that is just normal, and beige walls and minimalist decor and boiled chicken is what is niche. But of course, that would just be the problem in reverse. The whole point is that everyone has some culture. That culture is not inferior to anyone. It should be on a horizontal scale. The hierarchy is what is disturbing me. I don't like it. I think this stark contrast is especially visible to an immigrant because you grew up in a place that was so loud and vibrant and rich, and then you went to a place abroad, you were forced to for better opportunities. And somehow, even in a country full of immigrants, even in a country with melanated people in abundance, you still hear our way of life as something that is so far away from the norm. Like, my clothes or my food is not ethnic, it's just normal. Okay, that's just how we are, and that's just what most of the people in the world are. If anything, boiled chicken is ethnic. Like, imagine the sun is so abundant, but just because you are standing in shade, you think the sun is niche. Not really. I mean, if you zoom out, then you get some perspective and you're like, I guess I shouldn't really say it like that. It's just different. Whatever that different culture is, it's beautiful. So I'm over the word ethnic. All I hear when someone says it's is that I hear a bit of an not insult. I know a lot of people have said, oh, that top is so ethnic, have not meant anything bad. They were well meaning people, but it's so integrated in our society, in the way we talk, in the way that one white culture is kind of superior. The more I grow up and the more I try to zoom out to get perspective, the more ridiculous I think it is. Most of history is about melanin and color. Before this word was mainstream, there were billions of people just living their lives with color and vibrant spices and food and everything. I don't want to undo that. So I think because we are so much in number, we can just change that reframe. If there was something to be done about this, we could just say, what do you mean by ethnic, right? I think I will do that. I am so done just accepting that word as a compliment. So I think my puppy is done too. And we are gonna have to end these thoughts today. And I'll probably flesh out anything else I have to say on my Substack essay. So thanks for listening. See you next time.